Quite a few people are talking about rules coming to this area right now. And now that I think about it, I think this is one of the most important things we should really do. Do not miss out on in crypto. Why? Because rules will make it possible for trillions of dollars to flow in. When I say huge amounts of money, I mean that it will completely change crypto all the time. To be more specific, rules are the keys to the kingdom. These steps will make it possible for crypto to be used in many areas of daily life. Everything around us will have crypto in it. Well, we do think about crypto, but we're really talking about blockchain and distributed ledger technology. Okay, so the technology behind this place can be used on almost every single level we can think of. The law is the same way. We have a lot to do. All of you are welcome to the group. My name is Joni. For those who are new to the channel, hopefully through the end of this video, you do become a subscriber, and also cut a short video before we start. Should you need an alternative that you can think about and use in the US, go ahead and check out Caleb and Brown. There will be a link at the bottom of the text. I've been running with them for a while now. You men are welcome to go check them out, though. In terms of trades, it's one of the best options in the area. When compared to some of these bad centralized exchanges, their offers aren't always the best. But Caleb and Brown have been around for a while. They are fully regulated and one of the safest exchanges you can use. So if you guys want to use an alternative that you know you can trust and has a 24/7/8 cross, check out Caleb and Brown. To do this, first click on the link in the description section below the trades tab. Nevertheless, let us dive in and talk about a few things. Bitwise is number one. Bitwise has been talking a lot about this space over the last few weeks. You know, the main reason advisors don't invest in crypto is that there aren't enough laws about it yet, but things are changing. Only half of managers are afraid of regulations stopping them from investing in crypto, which is a big drop from previous years, as we can see from the graphs. It went up every year until 2021, when it reached about 60%. 2022, 65%, 2023, 64%. And in a year that dropped by 14% and ended up being 50% once more. What's the point of this? In terms of that, you already know about the full drop. You know what the problem is, which is that almost everyone, including advisors, knows they can't wait for rules to be made. They believe that once we have rules in place, a wave of money will come through this area and cover everything. There will be institutional floods of trillions of dollars, and it won't just be the institutional players, it will also be the group players. The retail quarter will also get a lot more attention from people using their banking apps. We also know that the banks are here. We know that the banks have what they need. This is what we have over here. These are the last 10 days. As a surprise, the new government took over. It's been 10 days since President Trump took office, and already we're seeing government orders about AI and crypto. The SEC got rid of SAP 121, which let banks store crypto assets. Fed Chair Powell also says that banks can fully serve crypto clients. The next step could be a strategic Bitcoin store. Also, just in case you missed it, here is the video of Jerome Powell saying that banks can serve crypto clients perfectly. This is the head of the Federal Reserve telling you again that banks can now serve people who use crypto clients. Look at this. To look into the banks, which you already know, we think it is, yes, you know that banks can serve crypto clients as long as they understand and can manage the risks, and it is safe and sound as all of our right. A lot of the banks that we regulate and keep an eye on have raised the bar a bit, which means that banks are now moving in the right way. In order to think about this, we look at what has recently happened in this place. The CEO of Bank of America says that businesses will start using crypto payments right away if the government lets them. That turned into on the 21st. Then on the 23rd, we read that Ted Pick, the CEO of Morgan Stanley, said the company would work with U.S. officials to offer crypto. That's interesting. Then we were told that 2025 would be the year of control. All of the legislative cutoff dates lined up with the start of the Trump administration. Some people, like JP Morgan executives, are calling it a generational shift. Compliance with ISO 200.00 and 22 is quickly coming to an end. The big switch for wealth is now on. This is JP Morgan International Gov with ISO 200, 00, and 22. A change in payments between generations is on the way. Also, yes, it is coming in bills because all banks are now set up to use crypto as a way to collect fees. Right now, we're going to look at how the big players are being tapped in a big way. Guys, you need to know what's going on here. The market as a whole is changing. Let's look at Ripple again. Okay, it's not really that much. Okay. Ripple has been working with Bank of America for a while now. That much we know. We are aware of that. You know that Bank of America set a higher bar. You already know that we can use XRP after the case is over. All of that is already known to us. When it comes to Ripple, the names of these banks are not as important to me. It's the total number of banks that are linked to Ripple. Why? Anyway, I told you, men, that one after the other they would line up. And of course, it only takes one big player to say, hey, we should use DLT. It's time for us to use DLT because it's a hugely competitive sport. These banks are fighting for a bigger share of the market because they make a lot more money when they do. It only takes one bank then. There is only one bank that needs to use the technology for it to spread like wildfire. Now, this is the zenith, right? I already gave you guys this list of firms that work with Medico and Ripple. These were the banks that we know for sure had ties to Medico and Ripple. Trust all the banks we don't know about. And if we're going to start to see that change happen in real time with these banks getting into crypto, because it looks like all of those top banks, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, and others have been talking about this. Of course, we know that the biggest asset management firms like BlackRock are already in this game. Again, we'll hear a lot more from banks about what they want to do with crypto. Also, don't forget about the deadline, okay? Due to the fact that Smoke Dog wrote an excellent article about this. Now, many people are saying that 180 days is all the time. We have here, the United States will then have rules for digital assets and simple coins within 180 days. Guys, I want you to know that yes, we had been waiting a while, okay? It looks like a lot of people are upset about how long this is all taken. Men, I want you to understand, let's go back to this post from the first 10 days of Trump's presidency. We saw presidential orders that had to do with AI and crypto. Guys, the US now has a leader for crypto and AI. Our SEC has been dealing with crypto for a long time and has already revoked SAB 121, which let banks hold crypto assets. We have a Congress that knows a lot about crypto. A Crypto Council for America has been set up. Now the real head of the Fed has come out and said that banks can now definitely serve crypto users. I want you all to understand that even though we have to wait 180 days for these regulatory systems, everything is falling into place. We no longer have to wait a crazy amount of time. We